Okay, this video today is going to be for the beginner sewers. I'm going to show you how to print off your pattern pieces and with only printing off the ones that you need. Today I'm going to be making this dress by Little Lizard King. I'm going to be making the one with the bow back. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to find out. I already know what size I need and everything. So I'm just going to go through and find what pieces I need to make that. Okay, she has a print guide showing you what pages you need for what pattern pieces you need for your. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to look and see which one I need. I'm going to make the bow back. So I know I need sizes, I need pages 10 and 12. I'm also going to need 1 through 3. I'm going to need pages 1 through 3, 10 through 12, and then for the, I'm going to do a, well, I haven't made up my mind whether I'm going to do the skirt or the dress. Let's do the skirt. Okay, mine is going, I'm doing a size 4, so I'm going to need pages 5 through 7, and then 9 through 11. Okay, so now I'm going to go where I have my pattern. Okay, my patterns, where I have my patterns saved. Find my pattern. Okay, here's my pieces. Okay, what I want to do is I want to pull up Adobe Reader. My computer's slow, so this may take a minute. Okay, when I get Adobe Reader, I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to open one. Well, let's go over here, open file. It's been slow. Okay, so now it pulled up my patterns. So I'm going to go down here and find my patterns. Find my pattern that I want. I think I passed it. There it is. And Adobe Reader is free. Okay, so here's my pattern. Now, I don't need all of them printed because this is, I don't know how many pages. It's a lot of pages, or 23 pages. Tells me up here there's 23 pages. I don't want all sizes printed, so I'm gonna go over here in the corner where you see what looks like a stack of papers, and I'm gonna hide the sizes that I don't want. So there's a little eye there. I don't want to see that. Okay, I'm gonna leave size 4. Okay, I want to leave the label. I want to leave these two, labeling and tiling. I want those to remain. Okay, so now I'm going to print. And I want to make sure it is at 100%. I'm going to choose the pages I want. So I want page 1 through 3. I'm going to go ahead and put them all in at one time. I want 10 through 12. I want 5 through 7. And I want 9 through 11. Okay, print. Once all of my pages have printed out, then I will tape all of my pieces together. Okay, now we've got all of our pieces cut out. So what I want to do now is just go through and kind of put them together. I know 1, 2, and 3 goes together, so I'm just going to kind of lay them side by side. Let me move this stuff out of my way. Okay, now I'm going to go through and I'm going to cut this line right here, trim up my paper so I can match up my little black arrows. This line here I'm going to cut on all 3 of them, you know. Each one of them, I'm going to cut one line. This one on 1, this one on number 2. Okay, now that I have those cut, I'm going to come back and I'm going to line up my little triangles and make it diamonds. Okay, once I get it, I'm going to just tape that. I'm sorry, I'm using painter's tape because I couldn't find my my Scotch tape. I'm moving my papers. This is hard doing one-handed. Okay. Once I get it lined up, I'm going to tape it. Okay, I have that one taped, and I need to put another little piece right up here. Okay, I got that one sheet taped because I do not want my papers to move. Now I got to go and do, now we're going to do page 3. We're going to take page 3 to page 2. Okay, I have pages 1, 2, and 3 taped. Okay, that is my bow part and my top of my bodice. So now the only thing I have got to do is cut these pages out. And I'm going to be cutting right around the little red dotted line. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to bring up my next pieces. It's 10, 11, and 12. So I got 10, 10, 11, and 12. And I always lay them out first. And then I come back through and trim one side just so I can get the, like I said, the triangles to make a diamond. Okay, once I get 5, 6, and 7 put together and get ready to start 9, 10, and 11, these pages will connect to page 5, 6, and 7. So once I trim one side of them, then I'm going to go back and trim one side of each one at the top, because I got to match these diamonds up to these diamonds. Okay, so now I have all of my pattern pieces for my dress. So what I got to do now is make sure I mark what size I'm doing on each piece. And I know these are size 4s. And you want to check your square. You want to make sure this square measures 1 inch before you even cut any fabric. I've already checked my square. It is 1 inch. That's one. Okay, each piece we're going to cut out here on the red dotted line. Each piece. And then the skirt I'm doing the mini length, so I'm going to be cutting right along here. You got a lot of wasted paper when you do this. When you print out a pattern, okay, next video I will show you how I cut out my dress. Make sure you leave all of your markings checked, because you want to know where your grain line is, where your stretch is, how many you're supposed to cut. All of that information is on each piece. So make sure you do not uncheck that. Like I said, next video we'll be cutting the fabric. Okay, our pattern pieces are all cut out. We're ready to cut out our fabric. So if you're making this along with me, next week we'll be cutting out the fabric and we'll start sewing. Thanks for watching.